Hey guys, welcome back to another online lesson. This is lesson 9.4. We're going to talk about changes in dimensions. Before we do that though, I got some vocabulary we got to get down. Vocabulary we need to know. First off, we need to know what a dimension is. What a dimension is it's any length, width, or height. That's better. Any length, width, or height. That's what a dimension is. The next two, they're kind of going to be review for us. Area. It's what we've been working on all week. Area is the inside or surface. When I think of area, I think of a backyard. And it's the actual backyard that you run around in. It's the inside. It's the surface. And I'll put a little A in there. That's the area. The perimeter. Perimeter is going to be the outside. Perimeter is like the fence around the outside yard. You would just add up all the sides to find the perimeter. Knowing that information is going to help us to solve these changes in dimensions. If you didn't get those vocabulary words down, rewind, get them down, and then move on. Thanks. Okay. First, let's concentrate on this one here. This is a small rectangle. And I want to first find the area and the perimeter. Now you'll notice that two sides are missing, but I did mention the rectangles, so we should be able to figure out what the two missing sides are. If this one is 3, the opposite side is also 3 centimeters. If this is 2, the opposite side is 2 centimeters. Perfect. With that information, we can now find the perimeter. To find the perimeter, just add all the sides. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So my perimeter is 10 centimeters. Okay, now let's talk about area. Area is base times height. 2 times 3 is 6 centimeters squared. Okay, simple enough. But we're going to change the dimensions. And in this case, we have to look at our rule to say, okay, how are we going to change it? In this case, we're going to triple the dimensions. When you triple something, you times it by 3. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to triple the dimensions. Triple the length, triple the width, triple the height. We can do it. Let's look. Start here. If this side is 3 centimeters, we have to triple it, so 3 times 3 is 9 centimeters. Let's go to the top. 3 times 2 is 6 centimeters. And 3 times 3 is 9 centimeters. And 3 times 2 is 6 centimeters. Okay, we've just tripled all the dimensions. Now let's see how area and perimeter change. Perimeter. Let's add up the sides. 6 plus 6 is 12. 9 plus 9 is 18. I can't do that in my head. I'm going to do it off to the side of my notes. You should do the same. 2 plus 8 is 10. 0 carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. So that is going to be my perimeter is now 30 centimeters. Okay. But what about my area? Area, base times height. 6 times 9, which is 54 centimeters squared. Interesting. I bet some of you right now, you mathematicians, are thinking, wow, the perimeter went from 10, and when we tripled it, it ended up at 30. Pretty self-explanatory, right? 10 times 3 is 30. But what about the area? Area started at 6, and then it jumped all the way to 54? 6 times 3? That doesn't work. So what we're going to do today is we're going to figure out how can we go from here to there by tripling it? It seems crazy, it seems confusing, but at the end of this video, you're going to have it down pat. And if you don't, after class, you're going to have it down pat. Okay, I want to show you an example of how this works before I give you the rules. Here I have just a regular graph grid, right, with just different unit squares in it. I'm going to make a very, very small unit square. In fact, it's going to be 1 by 1. So here is 1, 1, 1, 1. So my height is 1, my base is 1. Perfect. Let's find the perimeter. Perimeter, just add all the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. My perimeter is 4. But what about my area? Area is base times height. 1 times 1, simple enough, is 1. Okay, but what if I double it? What if this little 1 by 1 unit square, I double? Let's see what happens. So instead of the top being 1, top is now going to be 2. 1, 2. Instead of the side being 1, it's going to be 1, 2. My bottom is 1, 2. The side is 1, 2. Perfect. Let's see how this affects perimeter and area. My perimeter for my new one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My new perimeter is 8. Get it? We doubled it. And doubling is times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Easy enough. And I just proved it to you. Let's talk about area. So if my base is 2 and my height is 2, my area has to be 2 times 2, which is 4 units squared. But how do I go from 1 to 4? We're going to look at that in just a minute. Here I have a triangle. And many of you right now have probably picked up on what happens to the perimeter when you change dimensions. But here's the rule. You multiply the perimeter by x. And what x is, that is any number So say, for example, if we're doubling it, you would multiply by 2. If we're tripling it, you multiply by 3, and so on. But what if we are going to make it 5 times bigger? So x is going to be 5. Wow, big number. We can do it. Here's my little triangle. And say it has sides of 2, 2, and 3. Okay. What is my perimeter? My perimeter is 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, easy enough. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it times 5. We're going to make it 5 times bigger. So if my rule is to multiply the perimeter by x, and in this case x is 5, we're just going to go 7 times 5. And my new perimeter is going to be 35. Let me prove it to you. Let's do each side. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. Add of the sides. 10 and 10 is 20, plus 15 is 35. It works. But what about area? I'm hoping right now some of you are trying to guess. Okay, Mr. Coyne, we got it. Perimeter, you just multiply by whatever number. Cool. Area's a little bit more tricky, but we can handle it. Here I have 2 rectangles. And let me get the measurements for the rectangles. Rectangle 1, we're going to make it be 4 inches. And on the side, we're going to make it 2 inches. Perfect. Multiply area by x squared. This is the effect on area. what in the world does that mean? Well, x squared is just x to the second power. And remember, x is any number. Okay. So say I have a rectangle here. We can figure out the area. This one is 4 times 2. Area equals 8 inches squared. Easy enough, right? We got it, no problem. But let's say I want to triple it. I want to make this 3 times bigger. So I got to triple it. Remember, when we triple it, we're going to times each side by 3. Okay, but isn't there a shortcut? Can't we just go right to the area? We can, and here's how it works. The effect on the area is you multiply the area by x squared. So if we're tripling it, it's going to be 3 squared is what we're going to multiply the area by. Let me show you. This area is 8 inches squared. We want to triple it. So we have to multiply 8 times 3 squared. We can do it. Order of operations. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9 times 8. 9 times 8, my new area is 72 inches squared. Okay, I gave you some problems to try. Keyword try. What I want you to do is just give your best effort. We'll talk about it in class tomorrow. Here I have a square. A square has each side length doubled. That's my key word. Remember, doubling is times 2. Please describe the change in perimeter. I want to know what happened to the perimeter. What is this perimeter? And what would my new square's perimeter be? Okay? So that's what your goal is. Your goal is to figure out, what is this perimeter? What's my new perimeter? I'll give you a hint, it's a square, so all the sides are going to be that. Okay. There's my help with that one. Give it a shot. We'll see you in class. One more, though. Erase that. I also want you to try it with area. A square has each side length doubled. Describe the change in area. Again, it's doubled, so it's times 2. What I want you to do is figure out what is the area of that square. And if we double it, I want you to figure out what the area of this square is. Okay? Give it a shot. We'll see you in class tomorrow. Good luck. No! No!